Hey everybody, and welcome to the Indie Guy. I'm the Indie Guy, Jonathan Moody, and we got an interesting show today. My daily pickups yesterday, because I'm doing this in the morning instead of doing this the night before, because last night was a little too crazy. I had to do it today. So I'm doing this, and then I'm editing, then I'm uploading real quick. Alright, so here we go. This is going to be a daily pickup plus movie review. So I'm going to be reviewing one of the movies that we're talking about. You're probably going to see it in the subject, so you already know. But here we go. First of all, I went to Cash Converters yesterday, and I went to the library. So I'm going to show you the non-movie. Well, I mean, they're kind of somewhat. I don't know. This is not movie related, but I just thought this was really cool to get at the library, which was Dean Koontz's Relentless. It's actually about a writer who goes crazy, I guess. There's a picture of a dog in it, so I thought there was a killer dog in it somewhere. Probably is. Interested in seeing that. And then I got this, and this is movie related, but it's a book. It is My Girl 2, the adaptation. And I'm just really excited to read some of this. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to read the whole thing, but it's kind of fun to kind of get this. And I may start collecting books based off of movies that I own. I think that might be fun. Then there's Sherlock Holmes, Dressed to Kill, the only VHS I got this week. Or today, at least. Okay. I think it's actually, yeah, I think it's the only one I got this week so far. So, awesome. And then these are 3 movies that I got from the library, and I'm actually excited about each and every one of them. They all have a good cast, and just 2 of them are movies I've never heard of. And I'll show you the 2 movies I never heard of first, and then I'll show you the movie that I have heard of, but I haven't seen. So I haven't seen either of these, or any of these. So here is As Cool as I Am, starring I think it's Claire Danes, James Marsden, Sarah Bolger. Then it's got like Jeremy Sisto and a bunch of other people in it. And Peter Fonda. I mean, he's not even listed on the top, which makes me wonder why. Like, why wouldn't he put his name on the top of the list? Even though he probably is only in it for a little bit. I mean, still, that's really cool. So I got that. Then there's 5 Days of War with Rupert Friend, Rupert Friend, I don't know, Manuel Shrieky, Richard Coyle, Dean Cain, Andy Garcia, and Val Kilmer. I mean, right there, that right there is an awesome cast, but jeez. Jonathan's, I can't even pronounce his name, Chase or something like that. He's been in a lot of stuff, and just some big names for a small independent action movie. So 5 Days at War. Interesting. Then this is the movie I have heard of, and I have not seen. I seen it at the movie store I used to work at, and I see it at Cash Converters, but I got it here because I feel like, nobody's been buying, nobody's been getting it, so eventually I was going to get it, and that is Antitrust. It's probably not a great movie, but it's got Ryan Phillippe, Rachel Lee Cook, Claire Forlani, and Tim Robbins. So I think this might be kind of fun. It looks kind of goofy, kind of 2000-ish. These were the kind of movies that they made back then, like 2001. So, I'm kind of excited to check that out. Alright. So, this is the movie that I'm going to be doing a movie review of right after this. Going the Distance. I saw it with my friend last night. We were watching this, and so I'll give you my thoughts on it. And then I got the Aviator, the widescreen edition, because they have the widescreen and the full screen. So of course I'm going to go with the widescreen. I really enjoyed this movie when I first saw it. Leonardo DiCaprio did a great job, and I've always kind of wanted to have it. And it's a 2-disc special edition, commentary by Martin Scorsese and other stuff. So kind of excited for that. Then there's Soul Survivors, the killer cut. I'm excited about this too. So there you go. And these last two, I'm really excited for. Okay, so I can't believe I found these, but this one is Wishmaster and Wishmaster 2, double feature. I'm excited. I wanted to have Wishmaster 1 for a long time. And I even got to meet the director of it and everything, so I'm really excited for it. And then the Leprechaun 7 movie collection. And somebody was like, 7 movies? It includes Leprechaun 1, 2, 3, 4 in space, 5 in the hood, 6 back to the hood, and 7, which is Leprechaun Origins, which I'm going to do a Leprechaun review of all of them at some point, marathon, and watch them all. We take a whole week, watch them all, then review them for the show. And I have this feeling, I mean, I kind of like how it is, how it's set up here. Now, actually, real quick, I'll show you how the Wishmaster is if you're interested in it. It's a double-sided disc, which I'm not a really big fan of because it gets scratched very easily. But I'm trying to be more careful with my DVDs these days. Okay, so if you look at that, it starts out like that. So then it goes into these. So this is 1 and 2, and this is 3 and 4, which I think is a little weird. I would have thought they would have 3 and 4. So back to into the hood, or no, into space as 4, and then Leprechaun in the hood right here on its own disc, back to the hood on its own disc like that, and Leprechaun Origins on its own disc. That's pretty cool. I'm excited. I wonder if any of these have like special features. I may have to check them out and see if they have any kind of special features. It doesn't list them, but sometimes they don't list them and they still have them. Alright, so here's my movie review of, let me grab it, Going the Distance. Starring Justin Long, Drew Barrymore, Charlie Day, Jason Sudeikis. It's got a huge cast in it. Christina Applegate. So I don't know if you guys have seen this or not. So I'm just kind of give you a brief synopsis, like a really small one. Basically, Drew Barrymore plays this woman who's staying in New York because she's interning at this business, or at this like paper. She wants to work there for this company and everything. And so anyway, she ends up meeting Justin Long. They end up hooking up, and they end up dating. And she thinks it's just a fling. It's just going to be, and both of them kind of think it's just a fling. They're just going to have fun this, for the summer or whatever. And then it turns out to be more than a fling. They start really liking each other, and they decide what are they going to do about the long distance. They don't want to just cut it off. So of course they decide to go the distance and date long distance. And things don't go well. They're not sure what to do. They really like each other. They want to be, it's the funny thing about that is, like, anybody who's ever dealt with long distance relationships, I think a lot of them can relate to a lot of the jokes and different stuff that are going along with it. So I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good, Justin Long and Drew Barrymore and everybody is just hilarious. There's it's got Jim Gaffigan, it's got Rob Riggles, just tons of great cast members who just are funny, like just not like pretty hilarious people. The comedy is really good. Like, I laughed out loud, and I quite enjoyed it. It was a very funny movie, and I would definitely recommend it to people who have never seen it before. The bad. Okay, well, I would say if I had to pick something to be bad about it, really, I almost don't. I think at times it's a little slow. I think there are not enough funny jokes, at times, that it kind of slows the movie down at times. And and you're not really laughing, or whatever. So, and I think that people who are going through that kind of thing, relationship issues and stuff like that, might not, or haven't gone through that, might not be able to, necessarily relate. But I think that's the point of the movie, is it's supposed to relate to the people who dealt with that, or people who are going to deal with that, and kind of, I almost feel like this should be a movie people see, and where also the ending, felt like way too quick. I feel like it just kind of happened, and stuff like that, and it didn't build up to anything. Like it wasn't anything like you didn't. They did it so that you didn't see it coming, and I understand that, but in the same sense, like I wish that there would have been like a scene. I'm going to spoil it. Spoilers. The ending of the movie has Justin Long and and Drew Barrymore actually getting together, which, I mean, it's generic comedy, so that they're going to get together. That at the end of the movie, that they're going to work it out. In real life, that probably wouldn't have happened, and they would have been separated. In fact, at times I was watching it going, I kind of wish they do break up. Like, I mean, I don't, I don't see anything good from that. So, anyway, it had some funny moments, and then I feel like it had some hit or miss moments. There was a good moment they could have, kind of gone with for a while, there was a scene with this girl who hooks up with Charlie Day at the end of the movie, or toward the end of the movie, and Drew Barrymore thinks she hooked up with Justin Long, and it's just there was just this scene, and I just felt like that scene wasn't that funny, because I mean, it made me laugh at one point, because once you saw Charlie Day come out, you knew that, but I don't think you were ever led to believe that Justin Long would hook up with the girl. You just so I didn't like that scene, because I just felt like it would have been funnier had they left it on for a little bit longer. Had that one character, I forgot her name. Goodness gracious. She's been in a bunch of stuff. But anyway, the one girl ended up like staying there longer, and you could see, the look on Drew Barrymore's face, and because it was really too quick, and so really you're just like, okay, that's a try for a joke, but didn't really work. There's a bunch of that. I'm not gonna lie. There's a bunch of stuff that I think they tried, and it just didn't work for some reason or another. And so I think, like, if they had fixed the script a little bit more, maybe drawn the things out a little bit more, or whatnot, it probably would have been a funnier movie. But all in all, I think it was a pretty good movie. I guess there's no real ugly in this. The Good, the Bad, and Ugly. There's no real ugly in it. I think the movie was good. I think people should see it. If you're in the mood for something kind of cute. Would I watch this again? Probably. Yeah. It's got Charlie and Jason from Horrible Bosses. It's kind of up there with that kind of comedy, except Horrible Bosses is much funnier. But it's in that kind of time frame of comedy and things like that. So I liked it. I enjoyed it. So alright, well, I guess that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Check it out. I guess I'll be still doing that Memorial Day review soon. I haven't done that yet. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. Probably tomorrow, to be honest, because I've been so backed up with a lot of work and getting a lot of work done in my regular life that this just, will be get done later. But thank you guys so much for checking this out. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.